Hey everybody, Wanna Weasem here. Sunday, October 27, 2013, just a little bit before midnight here. Gonna go ahead, continue our unboxings. Should notice a new addition to the pool table, and that is because we're going to unbox Series 3 Lava Barf Eruptor. If it sounds familiar or you think it looks similar, that is because with the 3DS starter pack for Skylanders SWAP Force, got this guy right here. It's essentially exactly like Lava Barf Eruptor's pose and the look. It's just kind of a repainted. He's got the black as opposed to the reddish orange color. He is called Volcanic Eruptor. He follows suit with Punch Pop Fizz, which you can see right here. He was the Giants 3DS exclusive character. And then Dark Spyro, the original Dark Spyro, that is from the SSA 3DS starter pack. So kind of cool deal. The 3DS game, it is entirely different. I cannot stress that enough. The gameplay, I'm playing it last night, putting all the characters in. You deal with Count Moneybone. Really enjoying it thus far. The most important thing I like, and I stress this since E3, that bottom touchscreen, you can actually come in, you can hit fire, you can select Volcanic Eruptor, you can select Series 2, you can select Series 1, you can select Light Core, you can select Lava Barf. Right beside him, you're going to have Igniter, Legendary Igniter, Flameslinger, Series 2 Flameslinger, Hothead, Smolder Dash, Light Core Smolder Dash. It's really, really cool. There's no portal. You use it one time. Granted, you can use it anytime you want to, but the characters are archived. They're inventoried. They go with you. It's really, really cool. Probably the biggest upgrade to the franchise I have seen to date. That said, we're going to open him up. He was available at launch, $10.99 Toys R Us, $9.99 elsewhere. Have not seen any shortage of this guy, so that's the good news. And again, it's one of those things, the hardcore character, Spyro is pretty popular, but like Trigger Happy, Gilgrunt, Eruptor, Chop Chop, probably gonna be a little bit easier to find just because so many people have 1, 2, 3, 4, multiples of the figures already. The draw, if you're in that boat and you think, man, don't really need another one. Number 1, you got the repos. Number 2, you got the level capped at 20. Number 3, and the most important, you've got a brand new Wow Pal. So I'm going to go ahead and pull Light Core Eruptor. We will get Lava Barf Eruptor up here. Again, the Series 3, they've got the rounded corner as opposed to the angled edge like the Light Core. Series 3 is denoted there. You can also see it here on the packaging label inside and on the back side. Cool thing about Lava Barf Eruptor, if you take a close look at the Series 3 Monk here. Series 2, of course, kind of has a Trigger Happy-ish character. This is clearly based on Eruptor, so very cool. He gets to be the face of the original SSA guys, if you will. Lava Barf Eruptor, obviously Fire Element slogan, Born to Burn. Artwork there, very nice. He's got the glowing magma hands. He's got the Lava Barf going on. Coming around to the backside, Ninja Stealth Elf in your hand on the portal in the game. Pretty cool box art there. He is in a snow setting. That's kind of like opposites. It works for me. Again, there's a good look at the Series 3 little logo there. Lava Barf Eruptor back and better than ever. All new Wow Pal, increased level cap to 20. Other featured characters, LC Starstrike, conveniently Lava Barf Eruptor himself. Bumble Blast, Mega Ram Spyro, and yet again, 1, 2, 3, check them all off. You could essentially buy this guy, and then, assuming you didn't have Eruptor from Giants or SSA, you can use this guy to play in those games. So, really a win-win situation. Win-win-win situation, I should say. Gonna go ahead and see if we can get this guy opened up. I think he should not be taped, which will make my life easier, that little label there. Go ahead and cut this back, open it up, and there you go. Note how that one came off, nice and easy, just like I like it. Really preferential to me for those not to be taped, but it is what it is. It just makes it significantly easier not having to worry about crumpling something. What I like to do, especially since I can showcase it now, there's like a little part line, 45 degrees. Come in, one thumb here, break it down. Come in then and get him by the base. Came out really easy. He's got some mass to him as well. I guess it's because he's got like 40 pounds of magma vomit going on. Trickiest part on these is getting the card out. I like to take this, bend it down, tilt this back as best I can, come under. I don't want to put pressure on the card, I just want to slide it out so you don't dement it. Behind the card, we have a sticker sheet. Very nice artwork there. You can use it for your storage containers, posters, collection sheets, whatever you need to do. Lava Barf Eruptor. Below that, we have a mobile code that is used for the iOS games. Take a look at his stats here. He should total out to 310 if you follow suit. Power, 110 of 200. Armor, 95 of 200. Agility, 35 of 200. And luck, 70 of 200. That's going to put him at what? That's going to be 130, 200, yeah, 310 of 800. So pretty much what we expected there. Let's go ahead and take a look at his pose here. First thing you notice is he is throwing up lava, hence the name Lava Barf Eruptor. It actually looks really good in terms of like the facial features and everything. He looks quite pleased to be throwing up. That's somewhat interesting. Nice different textures there. You can see the striations, the undigested magma balls, I suppose. Just really good job there in terms of like a lava waterfall, you know, the fading, transcending colors and whatnot. Sort of what we see, you know, here on his arms, like the lava lobs coming off and everything like that. Same detail on the feet and the other arm. On the back side, we've got the 3 spikes there. The big draw here, obviously, is the Wow Pow Lava Barf Eruptor. It is called Lava Barf 2 Barf Harder. The way this one works, you press attack 3 to release magma balls, then hold attack 3 to eat balls, to eat them and immediately barf them back for extra damage. So essentially the magma ball, that's kind of like the acorn, you know, stump smash type thing. You've got the lava lob going as your primary. You know, that's when he kind of runs. It's a real short-range projectile. Secondary attack is the eruption. Takes a little bit to charge up unless you go down the Volcaner path. Even then, it's not super fast, but it is noticeably quicker. His tertiary attack, and it's actually what I use a lot. In SSA, you had all the mine levels and everything like that, Lava Lakes Railway. He could actually spit and the magma balls would kind of go downhill, you know, wind up hitting Trigger Happy and the Sprocket or something. They just kind of worked as a better range deal. The catch is you had to be up, you know, in order for gravity to take its toll, do its thing. So apparently, what happens with this Wow Pow, you press the tertiary attack button, that releases the magma balls, and then you hold the tertiary attack button. He's actually going to eat them back up, so picture giant meatballs of lava, and he's getting them back in his mouth, and then he just hurls them. They claim it's a tricky ability to master. You can't use this ability if any enemy is near you. You need a few seconds for the ability to charge, and the magma balls land a short distance away. Any close enemies can stop you, and even if they fail, the attack will sail harmlessly over them. On a positive note, the spots where the lava balls land burn for a time and damage enemies that touch them. So, probably going to be one of those deals you're really going to need to practice, play around with it. But Eruptor, I mean, he's a long hauler. He's Series 3 now. He's got several different poses. He's got a special pose now. Let's take a look at his story. Again, short and sweet like we had with so many SSAs. Eruptor is a force of nature hailing from a species that lived deep in the underground of a floating volcanic island until a massive eruption launched the entire civilization to the surface. He is a complete hothead, steaming, fuming, and quite literally erupting over almost anything. To help control his temper, he likes to relax in lava pools, particularly because there are no crowds. Wish Eruptor could have gone with me to Walmart on launch day in pursuit of Enchanted Hoot Loop. But nonetheless, pretty nice repulse here. The Wow Pow sounds interesting. Probably going to take some time to master and figure out. I think the thing I like best is I feel like the coloration, you know, on the face is really good. It's like a kind of like a bright, mellow red, if that makes sense. And it kind of, I feel like, gives him a little bit more personality, you know, than say it was something like that we've seen in the past. That said, let's take a look. This right here, you can see what I'm talking about. This is kind of like a real dull red. This is the green base Series 1 Eruptor, the guy that started it all. I just feel like this coloration is much more vibrant. It just kind of works a little better for me. Here these two are side by side. Again, a lot more detail here. And that's to be expected, you know, at this point in time. Series 2 Eruptor. Pretty interesting. He got the spikes pretty much almost, you know, identical to what we'd seen before. Just, we know, with the presence of the spikes. Here's Series 2, again, the orange base for Giants, going side by side with our SWAP Force Series 3 Lava Barf Eruptor. Setting him down, we can actually then come in. We're still not the Volcanic Eruptor. This is Light Core Eruptor. I actually thought this was a pretty sweet pose. If they added the extra spikes that Series 2 Eruptor had, I think this would probably be my favorite pose. The light up ability, only the mouth. I felt like he would have been a great character to do like everything, and he had the space to do it too. But real nice detail. I mean, you kind of get the feel for lava, the fire, the heat, the intensity, the temper. Here these two guys are side by side. And then lastly, we have essentially what you see in my hand here in Lava Barf Eruptor, but the special edition only available in the Nintendo 3DS Starter Pack Volcanic Eruptor. So here these two guys are side by side. And again, the main difference is just, you know, slight differences in coloration. I think this is still yellow. It just looks green coming off the black, which is kind of a cool look for him. But that is that. That is Lava Barf Eruptor. Series 3 Lava Barf Eruptor. This is essentially the fourth, you know, or I guess 5 total Eruptor poses, you know, if you're a big fan of his. You got Series 1, you can see right here. We've got Series 2 that you can see over here on the side of Chop Chop. Light Core Eruptor, he is right there behind Light Core Pop Fizz. And then Volcanic Eruptor, and of course, Lava Barf Eruptor. $9.99 is the price, $10.99 at Toys R Us again this week, the 27th of October through the 2nd of November 2013. Toys R Us does have the buy one, get one 40% sale going on again. Take advantage of that one if you can. But again, Lava Barf Eruptor looks pretty good. Like I said, the thing that I like the best about this pose is simply I feel like the red color of his face is much more vibrant than any of the others. Kind of adds to his personality. And then, of course, I think they did a nice job there on the Lava Barf. It is extremely well detailed. You can kind of see that with the color fade. You know, the lumps here and there. It's really looks like something you'd see if you were maybe in Hawaii, you know, studying, you know, like a general eruption or something. So, should be fun to see how this one works in the game, his wow pow, what kind of damage it deals. We will check that out. As always, thanks for watching. If you take that link at the top of the video description box, it will take you straight to the post dedicated to none other than Series 3 Lava Barf Eruptor. I'll have all the information there, all the pictures, the packaging. I'll get side-by-sides with these guys. Try to do things there, you know, you can't do in a video form. It's in a text format, a little quicker, easier for some people. But you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, make sure you're subscribed. That way, the minute something happens, I get a video up, you'll be amongst the first to know. Definitely helps out on that end. As always, though, thank you for watching. And until next time, just like Lava Barf Eruptor, we were born to burn.